Okay, are you hungry for a new, healthy, really good for you but delicious recipe? This guy can hook you up. This is Tony. I don't want to butcher your last name, so say it for me.
Bednarowski.
It's got a lot of letters in there. He's from Appleton, and he is a nutrition and weight loss expert. He's got a book out called Get Your Lean On, with some really fun, different, but delicious-looking recipes. So. Thanks for coming.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Yeah, this is exciting.
You know, a lot of people that write those healthy cookbooks, the recipes just are, ugh. You know what I mean? It's like they're healthy, but they don't taste good.
Right.
And that's the cool thing about your book. I was looking through it, and I was like, okay, I would totally make this stuff, you know?
That's what I wanted people to understand, that, you know, eating healthy can taste good. So losing weight can taste good. So that's what the whole book is about. It's really about, you know, weight loss process with a lot of great foods and recipes in it.
So this is a winner, jumped out at me right away. It's an Asian marinated pork tenderloin with a cucumber slaw. And we're going to start the tenderloin going, and then we'll tell you how we made the marinade. So when you do this, you say it's best to marinate it, and I totally agree with you. A good overnight?
A good overnight, a good 24 hours. Yeah. Get all those flavors mixed in there and just really enhance that meat.
I'm with you. I mean, if you just have a few hours, you can do it, or you can throw it together in the morning. But with pork, I think pork tends to be one of those great meats that can really just soak that marinade up, and it just makes it tender and flavorful. Yeah. So one of those things that 24 hours, I like it that way too. So I'm going to get it on a grill, or you can do this on the outdoor grill. We were worried about some rain today. We've greased that grill really well so it won't stick, and then we're going to talk about the marinade. So let's mix that together. What do we got here?
We got some light soy sauce that we're going to throw in here.
So it's less sodium.
Yep, less sodium, and it'll be plenty enough.
And you can't even taste the difference. That's one of those easy switches to make. Right. That's not a big deal. Okay.
We want a little more. We want just a half of a cup.
Okay. We can just go like that. We'll just about there.
Yep, that's good.
About a half of a cup of the low sodium soy sauce.
Yep.
Okay.
Then we want a half a cup of sherry.
Okay. Okay.
And then what we'll want some of that nice hot Chinese
mustard.
Mustard, yep, about a half a teaspoon.
Okay. Or more if you like it more
Sure,
hot.
if you like it spicy, absolutely.
Okay, I love that stuff.
Then we'll go and do a little of the chili paste in there, and we'll do about the same amount.
Okay. This is good stuff too, this sriracha sauce.
Yeah, I love that stuff. I use it on my eggs, actually.
Good stuff.
And then we want a little bit of prepared
horseradish. Okay, I'm just going to grab another spoon here. And again, this is probably to taste. If you don't want it,
if you want it less spicy, that's totally up to you.
Okay.
Then we want some minced garlic in there.
Okay.
Give it some good flavor. And then we want a little garlic salt.
Okay. And then we've got some fresh ginger, and this is a piece of fresh ginger, and boy, I tell people all the time, that's one of those things that if you can go fresh instead of the dried, wow, it makes a big difference.
I like to use as much fresh as I can. So
for people who are, struggling with weight, and summer is a great time to get started on a program. What are some good tips to get people going?
Well, for one thing, as I worked with so many people over the years with their weight loss struggles, preparation is the key. What I like to do is I like to teach people that it's really a lifestyle. It's not, something that you're going to do for 3 months. So that's why I wrote this book. I kind of seasoned it lightly up front with some nutrition information so people understood what good nutrition was for their body. Then I jam-packed it in the back end with over 200 of my nutritious weight loss recipes. And then I kind of circled it around a process that I developed a little over 15 years ago that people can follow in increments to get them to their weight loss goal. So it's kind of an all-in-one book. It's like educational, and then it's full of great recipes, so it's a recipe book, and then it's a process to follow too, so you got an all-inclusive book there.
Because there's nothing worse where, you do really good on a diet and then you gain it all back. So, you go back to eating the regular stuff. So, as you said, it's really a lifelong thing.
It is. I always, want to look at it as, not a race, it's a marathon, so take your time. do it right, make the transition, make those change in habits, and it will be a lifelong
You have good
deal.
days and bad days.
Yeah,
You just
absolutely, and it's
get back
okay
on.
as long as
Yeah.
you know the stumbling blocks that are going to come, and then you kind of get around them.
Right, exactly. So here's our marinade.
Yes.
We got it all in there, right? Okay, put the ginger in, and it goes over our pork tenderloin. And I like to marinate just
Beautiful.
like you in a Ziploc bag.
Yep.
Kind of really get it in there and get it in the fridge and let it hang out, as Tony says, a good all day long, or even better, overnight. So
Mm-hmm.
now, while our pork is grilling and it smells amazing,
It-
we're going to
it
put
is so
together.
delicious.
It does, and this is like not rice cakes and grapefruit. You know what I mean? This
Right.
is dinner.
This is yeah,
really
and it's real food.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
I try to get people back to eating real, nutritiously dense
Yep.
food, and this is good stuff.
And this is something like my hubby would eat this. You know, it's if I bring out something over the top, crazy healthy, he'll be like, what else is in the fridge? So this is something
Right,
that.
right.
You know. Okay, so this is the cucumber slaw that's going to go with this.
Yes.
So you took some cucumber. It looks like you
Yes.
seeded it a little bit.
Yep, peeled it. Yep, I halved it, seeded it, and then chopped it.
Okay. What's
and then
next?
what we'll do is we'll put the onion in there.
Okay. Red onion.
Red
Just
onion,
sliced
half a red onion.
Okay.
And then what we want to do is put some nice avocado in there.
I
and
love
I know,
avocado.
And this is fantastic. This is a great summertime, salad and it goes so well with the pork
I bet,
tenderloin.
because it's got the hot and then the cool
Now
here.
what we want to do is we want to mix these ingredients together. We want to mix some ginger. We want to mix our nuts and our garlic and a little sweetener. We want
Should we put it in a different bowl?
some soy.
Some soy sauce?
Yep.
Okay,
we
all
need
right,
some
so soy sauce?
Yep. Good.
Uh-huh.
And our nuts.
So those are
Chopped peanuts.
chopped peanuts for
Yep.
a little bit of crunch.
Yep.
It looked like rice wine
Rice
vinegar.
wine vinegar. Yep.
This is ginger?
Yep.
Pickled ginger?
Pickled ginger. Some sesame
Oh, I
oil.
love sesame
Mhm,
oil.
I do too.
More garlic?
More garlic and just a little hint of sweetener in there. You can use Splenda. I try to stay away from as many of the artificial sweeteners as possible, but I do use a little Splenda once in a while, and I try to use stevia as much as possible.
Okay, good to know. All right, so this goes
So
over.
that goes over the top.
Now, if you were going to make this, should you make this a little bit ahead?
I
or-
would, yeah. What I did was, what I normally do is I make that and I cool it for about 4 or 5 hours in the refrigerator,
Okay.
and then pour it over when you're ready to eat it. It just all those flavors soak in together. This is really, really delicious.
This looks
It's-
fantastic.
yeah.
So I'm just checking on our pork. And I use the old, kind of finger test. And so I can tell it's still got a little bit to go. Takes about 20 minutes to grill. You can also, I'm sure, do this in the oven or do it in a pan.
Yeah, I love to grill it.
I do
So
too.
yeah,
So good.
yeah.
One of the things with pork, don't overcook it. The internal temperature you're looking for, 145 degrees is the magic number. We used to cook it forever and a day, and then it get really
Right.
dried out. And I get questions all the time. How do you grill pork without, making it dry? Well, Tony's done it right. First of all, we marinate it. Secondly, we don't overcook it. And then I always like to serve some sort of a sauce or something like this with it, because pork tends to be dry anyway because it's so lean. So yeah, so we'll let this finish up and we'll plate it up and slice it up. Tony's going to stick around. What are we making next time?
We are going to make a yellowfin tuna, grilled yellowfin tuna, and then we're going to do an artichoke salsa with that.
Ooh, that sounds really, really good. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back.